Armstrong luxury tile, DuraCeramic, whatever you want to call it. Main thing is when I did research on this, you want to make sure these are all the same. All the die lots and everything are the same. So check all these numbers. Check all these numbers. Make sure they're the same. And this adhesive, since I'm kind of on a porous thing, I did D-trim and I coated it with some thin set. It's called the wet set procedure. So I'm not going to use a 32-second notch trowel. I'm using a 16th, and I'm not going to let it be all tacky. I'm going to let it says make sure it transfers to the back of the tile. So basically I'm setting like regular old tiles. As you watch me set this tile, you'll notice that I'm continuously pushing it down to get it adhered into the adhesive. The first row is so critical that I always use straight edge. This one I'm using my 6-foot level to keep that first row absolutely perfectly straight. And I use my hands to push the vinyl tile into the adhesive, and then I like to use this roller. It's a vinyl linoleum roller, so just to make sure it's absolutely seated into that adhesive. Another thing you notice is I always have a clean bucket of water to keep my tools and hands clean, because this adhesive is nasty. And I'm using 1/8-inch spacers because it's got a better look to it on this. And what you see me doing right here is I'm cutting the vinyl with a utility knife. I'm scoring it a couple of times. I use another tile for the straight edge, make a straight cut, and then I snap it. You want to make these lines go this way and then that way. Recommended. So. And you do that to I follow the directions and read all the directions on the adhesive and the tile. They come with plenty of info to set this stuff right, because this is the first time I'm setting this floor, so do what they say. You notice I'm coming off that first row because it's perfectly straight. It's so easy. And once I get these 2 rows in, then I start smearing all this adhesive down. It's good when you got a good floor. And make sure I have some good knee pads going here. A good sharp blade and utility knife. You can't go wrong. This vinyl tile is easy to install. Nice clean bucket of water with a good sponge. Keep your hands clean and just watch these videos and you'll be able to do this. 1, 2, 3. And the great thing about vinyl tile is as soon as you set it, you can get on it. You'll notice I'm doing that. You can't really see, but in this video, I'm actually keeping my weight on that first row I set. And I set this next row. And I put some other vinyl tile on top of it so I can nail on it, because this stuff is moving around. And just use your 16-inch notch trowel at a 45-degree angle and just smear like I did. You can smear all this, no problem. Another thing you're supposed to do is mix and match these. That means you take 2 from this carton, 2 from that carton, 2 from another carton, and you just put them, mix and match them. That way you don't get like a whole batch, just kind of like tile. You don't get a whole batch of the same box and you see the like a patch on the floor. So mix and match them. And yes, I'm going to hit you up. Hit that subscribe right down there. You see it on the left. Hit that button. And tell all you people, share these videos, hit like, put them on Facebook. It'll really help me out. I really appreciate it. The hours spent filming and editing it. I mean, editing's just crazy. The amount of time to get this little, man, I don't know what it is, but I love tile. That's all the point. I love to make things flat, perfect, line up all the joints, make it all smooth and flat. I mean, it's just, you do beautiful. I do get to do beautiful projects. I'm very blessed to be a tile setter, especially a licensed ones in California. I really enjoy it. I've done read the directions on this grout. Make sure it's water cleanup. If not, oh man, you're in a mess. So a lot of clean water. I'll leave some links below on how to grout tile. It's just like grouting regular tile with regular grout. It's just a little bit. This technique works. And I like to use this rag method. I'll drag it across and I'll flip it. That gets all the adhesive off this floor. So I learned that from somebody else on YouTube, I forget what, when I went to watch how to grout this vinyl tile, because that grout is nasty. It's epoxy. It's just, ugh. Use a lot of clean water and gloves in this rag method, and you'll be fine. And you use this epoxy grout just like regular rubber grout trowel at a 45-degree angle, go back and forth like an ass. Man, I'm tired. And I lost my train of thought. Just watch the video on how to grout. I got a bunch of them. I'll leave a couple of them on how to grout. It's basically what you do. And you know what? You have a blessed day. And this floor came out awesome. It's beautiful, isn't it?